Guys, hello and good afternoon. I hope everyone is hearing something now because we're starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, everywhere, all around the world, we have quite a few people here on the call, which are international guests. My name is Johannes Müller. I'm very happy to welcome all of you to this kickoff, to this launch event of the very first TECHHOUSE Accelerator program here in Graz in Styria. And I'm also very happy to welcome with us here today Urška Jež, our program director. Hello, Urška.
Hello, hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here, Johannes. Thank you so much for inviting me to join this amazing journey. Johannes, just a quick note, you disabled us the videos, so.
Well, that's the great thing about technology, that when you need it, it doesn't work properly.
Yeah, well, we'll send the photos for everyone who doesn't know us.
and Jeff is also here from San Francisco. Hello, Jeff. Awesome.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm just give me a quick second.
Yeah, just saying hi to everyone while we sort some kind of things in between. We're really excited that you all managed to join, and especially to everyone who was anxiously and patiently waiting for who the selected startups were, Johannes.
Yes, exactly. Maybe we start a little bit before we kick off the startups. You need to make the other speakers co-host. This solves a problem. Nice guys. Let's see if we can do that.
Maybe you know each event is a little bit different from another, so maybe we have that blind set, you know. Let's just follow the words and not the pictures.
Yeah, Urška, since you are also the host now, maybe you can also turn on yours, and then we see everyone.
Yeah.
But anyways, maybe let me just talk a little bit before you get the message as well. Guys, what we are doing here today is we are kicking off a new innovation hub, a new innovation program that we actually started talking about maybe somewhere around a year ago. And a year ago, our idea was that we wanted to create an innovation hub where startups can actually take it, can actually take their business to the next level. However, we just wanted not to create just a hub for startups, but we also wanted to create an innovation hub for industry partners that can interact with the startups and can actually also drive their innovation efforts, that they can solve their technology problems in cooperation with technology companies from all around the world. And that is how we decided to establish the TECHHOUSE Accelerator. We started the application process around January, and the response, Urška, maybe you can say a little bit more about those numbers, since we are blown away by the response from all around the world, and especially from all around Europe. And you can tell us what happened over the last 3 or 4 months and what will happen in the next 4.
Yeah, definitely it was a very tough selection process. I have to say that we actually didn't expect so many high quality startups to apply at such an early stage, because practically, you know, it is a new program that is kicked off today. And it was amazing amount of startups that it was difficult to say no to. So we had 117 applications from 14 different countries, such as Austria, of course, India, Germany, Estonia, Latvia, Russia, Spain, and so on and so on. And you'll see in the topic track that the selected 5 startups all come from different countries. which is also amazing. So the most painful part, as we said, was definitely declining the startups that were so awesome and amazing. But here we did promise that we will do our best to support the entire community and all the startups that apply as much as we can to connect them further with other organizations to make them thrive as well. And plus, as said, it's our first program, so they will have new chances to join us. But at the end, some selections had to be done.
Very true, but of course, yeah, it's working, obviously. The key thing that Urška just said was obviously that we had to make very tough choices when it comes to the selection process. But to be able to select companies in the first place, we needed partners that supported us, that backed us over the last months, over the last year, that gave us the opportunity to allow us to create this program, because obviously without these partners, all of this wouldn't be possible. So therefore, please let me thank all of the corporate partners, all of the network partners, above all, Raiffeisen-Landesbank Steiermark, our innovation excellence partner for this program, for supporting us, also the corporate partners, the POC partners, Christof Industries, Andritz, Primetals Technologies, the Austrian Hail Insurance, HASSLACHER Norica Timber, and next Incubator. Guys, thank you so much at this point. However, I also want to mention all the network partners. I know it's a long list. However, I think we have to mention them because they did an amazing job in spreading the word and actually creating this buzz around the program that allowed us to have these more than 100 applications. So thank you very much for FFG, Österreichische Forschungsförderung, No Center, Human Technology Styria, AC Styria, Mobilitätscluster, Gründungsgarage, Zentrum für Wissens- und Innovationstransfer, ZWI, the Austrian Angels Investors Association, the Female Factor, AI Austria, Ideentriebwerk, Epiphanic, the Technical University of Graz, and Bio Nanonet. Urška, I think you have to add some more as well.
Yeah, definitely. It was an amazing ride that wouldn't be possible with all the international networks joining the forces as well. And more are joining, but here I have to say a specific thank you to everyone that jumped in for 1 month ago, and it was like Incubate Hub, Speed Invest, Business Angels of Slovenia, Phil Rouge Capital, Hub 385, and more. Seriously, we were really happy and great. We are grateful that you helped us along the way to make this kickoff happen today. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. And actually, when we're talking about this innovation hub, when we're talking about all these network partners, what we are describing, of course, are partners that create as one an ecosystem, an innovation ecosystem, an international innovation ecosystem. And what we have experienced is that without these ecosystems coming together and without interaction between these various players, innovation is very hard, and by coming together, the power and the strength that these ecosystems create is just so much stronger. And therefore, we actually wanted to invite someone here who really does represent this international outlook on ecosystems and who has been there from the very beginning. Mr. Peter Kovacs, who is our first external speaker, and we'll talk a little bit more about the idea behind an international ecosystem of innovation. He is the founder of the International Startup Innovation Award, the Global Startup Awards. He founded that initiative in 2014 and is a serial entrepreneur himself. Peter, we're very happy to have you here today, and very much looking forward to your ideas and your thoughts on how ecosystems can push our efforts forward.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, great.
Yes,
sorry,
perfect,
I had some technical challenges, and last minute I had to switch over my phone. So I'm glad, because I'm glad you can hear me, because I was actually like trying to connect my headset as well. It was quite a rush. So that unfortunately I couldn't hear your last words when you introduced me, but I hope I know what you expect me to talk about. It's gonna be short anyway. why we need innovation, right? In Europe, that was, if I remember correctly, your kind of expectation from me to speak about. But please correct me if you would like to.
No, that's perfectly fine, Peter. That's perfectly fine.
Awesome. I don't want to speak about that big things. I mean, I would rather just focus on our region as much as possible, because I think what makes our region very special is that we are mostly relatively small countries, right? Surrounded by other small countries. And actually, that was my driving force when I started doing everything that I'm doing today. I was really fascinated by the idea of the European Union and just the fact, coming from Hungary, coming from behind the wall, back in those historical days, when we got back our freedom and the chance to travel again, I was really like looking forward to a better future. And then I was so surprised to see that however borders kind of officially disappeared, most people still haven't started looking outside of their own countries. They were still just focusing on their own ecosystems. And again, being small countries, we just missed out so many collaborations, so many potential clients, partnerships, investment opportunities, cooperations. And that was the reason why we started actually our competition, which is now running in more than 100 countries in 3 continents. That we wanted to do something about it. We wanted to contribute to that. And we were actually partially inspired by Eurovision contest, not by the singing part, of course, but simply by the fact that the Eurovision contest was created after the Second World War to reunite Europe culturally again. So through a competition, bringing people together, that's something that's proven to be working. And that was, as I said, one for inspiration of starting a competition, which is not a startup contest, not a pitching contest for startups, but more like an ecosystem competition where we also have categories for investors and founders and co-working offices and acceleration programs to really identify, select and bring together the most inspiring people behind these companies and to really give them the chance to connect with each other. Kind of making them ambassadors of their own startup ecosystems. And by connecting those people, when they go back home, they can bring home, these connections. And why? Again, the reason is that if we look at the whole region, if I'm just talking about our region, jointly we are more than 100 million people. But when we talk about individual countries, Slovenia, for example, 2 million, Austria, Hungary, roughly 10 million, we are just simply too small as markets and too small as opportunities. And of course, it doesn't mean we have to limit ourselves to this region, but as a starting point, if we can collaborate, if we can open toward each other, that can help us to achieve big things also globally. So that's pretty much what I think makes sense in this context now to mention from me. But of course, such initiatives that you're working on, I think they are fundamentally important. And I think we still have a long way to walk down, even if we just think about our own region.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. And actually, that's obviously exactly the idea that we are trying to foster here as well, that by coming together, by creating a wave or force of innovation, we can actually take our joint efforts to the next level. Urška, maybe you also want to introduce our next guest, who is a real rock star when it comes to the topic of venture capital.
Definitely, but let me just add one more for Peter. Peter, you do know that we'll be competing for the award, huh? You're aware of that?
I do hope that you will join. And I have a note for myself for the upcoming weeks to come back to you on this and making you an ambassador that you promised to me a few months ago that you would be. So I will take your word and rely on your support on that. And obviously, being an ambassador is not in conflict with
Okay.
you applying to the competition at the same time. So I do hope you will join us. Yes, thanks.
Thank you so much. I will, because if there's no conflict, I say yes. Otherwise,
Absolutely no.
So Johannes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the next guest is, how to call it, like a force of nature, force behind the Slovenian and international investor world. Besides being a founder and a CEO of Alita Capital, this year she also took over the Business Angels of Slovenia. A power lady that dedicates actually her life empowering, supporting, and investing in startups. She's one of those VCs that really loves and supports the hands-on approach. She likes to drill into startups and push them over the borders just to be better and better and better. Nina Dremel, welcome. The stage is all yours.
Hi to all. Thank you, Ushka, and thank you, Johannes, to invite me. I'm really happy to be in such a good company. And I believe I need to discuss, or maybe to express my opinion, why do we need more startups? And if I can reflect what just Peter said before, and I think that DC region is blooming of startups. But nevertheless, actually, we all know what happened last year. So huge market shifts have changed how we work, do business, and communicate. And I think that in addition to speed to market, this pandemic has caused dramatic market shifts and changed whole industries within a record time. And this is not just something that is, on the one hand, a massive looming challenges that we're facing today. It's also something that requires new innovative solutions to survive. So by my opinion, actually what happened is that we actually face the fact that industry has suddenly new markets to answer to, which is cool. And the digital revolution now attains every industry, which is also cool for startups. But on the other side, sales are dropping, markets are collapsing, simple products adaptations are not enough anymore. But startups proved in the last pandemic and also those market shifts that they have proven that they can deliver results fast if stakeholders work together. So need for new startups on industry side is increasing. Changes are here, but we need to react. And I think that this is really strongly needed, and why we strongly support TECHHOUSE Accelerator project as creator of new solutions, because the reaction on the current market shift is needed. So startups, it's actually on you to react and act, but we will watch you closely, and I wish you good luck.
Nina, thank you so much for these words. As you said, we will support you, we will watch you closely, we will help you to take it to the next level, and obviously we'll also make them aware of what is needed to actually drive their business also when it comes to the collaboration with industry partners. And one of these industry partners that I mentioned in the very beginning, that I just wanted to really give a stage here today, because they've been so essential to our work, to the possibility that we have to execute this acceleration program, is Raiffeisen-Landesbank Steiermark, the leading bank of Styria. And that's why I would like to invite Hannes Meixner, responsible for the innovation efforts of Raiffeisen, to say a few words. And thank you once again from us at TECHHOUSE, Hannes.
So hi everybody, from me, hello. Technology sometimes is a blessing, you know, because you guys can't see me, so it comes as a disguise sometimes. What can I say? The only thing I can say is I want to share our vision with you, because you're part of the vision, and the vision is actually that Graz will become a center of innovation and startups. And not only the people of Graz should know this, because we already know that we are pretty cool, but we want the world to know. And that's the aspiration that we have. And I think we've got cool people that can make it happen. And if I just look who's joined us from the startup side, it's just totally exciting to get the party started. And already today, when I was at the office, at the TECHHOUSE office, you could feel the electricity starting to vibe. And it was just such a pleasure to be there, even if it was not full. So just imagine what it would be like if the whole place is buzzing with activity. What I want to say in all this gibberish that I'm giving you is the vision is cool. Let's really turn Graz into something special, and it's up to all of us, everybody who's listening, to contribute to that vision, and let's make it happen, because we all can profit from it so much. And so thank you everybody for being here. I'm really looking forward to working together with all of you. So have a nice afternoon, and in Styrian, tschüss, baba und ich freue mich.
Awesome, thank you so much. Also a little bit of local touch there at the end, Hannes, thank you so very much. Guys, now actually we come to, I think, one of the coolest parts of this afternoon, because as you might have already seen, we've structured the program into two tracks. One is a topic track, which is pushed by ALB Steiermark. The other is a POC track, which is driven by the industry partners. And now, because we also haven't announced the participants for the topic track yet, we're actually very happy and very proud as well to introduce 5 companies that made it to this year's Accelerator program. These five companies come from 5 different countries, and obviously also have 5 different topics. And therefore, actually the first one that we are allowed to introduce and the first participant of the Accelerator program is Kovacs from Vienna, a homegrown hero here from Austria, and therefore I have the great pleasure of allowing or of switching over to Michael Trimmel, who can now say a few words about Kovacs, what their vision is and what they want to achieve over the next few weeks and months. Michael, and now you should also be able to open the video.
Oh, yeah, it's working.
There we go.
So, thanks, Johannes. Fast ein paar waschechte Wiener, sage ich jetzt einmal, dass ich das gleich vom Hannes fortführe. So thanks for the warm introduction. I'm Mike, and I'm one of the co-founder of Kovacs. I'm one of 4 co-founders. We are a spin-off of the University of Vienna, and we got funded by the Austrian Forschungsförderungsgesellschaft FFG and the Ministry of Education and Science and Research. Our core team right now consists of 5 team members and has more than 10 years of experience in finance and over 30 years within data science, high performance computing, and IT security. And our team is complemented by high-ranking researchers because of our spin-off, because of our university background. Some serial entrepreneurs and specialists in data privacy and IT law. And we also have a backup of some PhD and master students of the University of Vienna. But let's take a step back. During our spin-off fellowship, the last 18 months, we have proven that the integration of additional data, like Twitter data, improves the forecasting accuracy against the price baseline for investing and forecasting digital assets. But talking to our first customers, we faced 2 main problems. The first problem was the lack of know-how in machine and deep learning. And the second problem was the lack of alternative data and infrastructure to compute this vast amount of data. And the financial industry is facing a seismic shift right now by enabling everybody to participate in the stock markets, markets of digital assets, or raw materials. But our customers are faced with tons of possible data for their investment decisions, and mostly are not knowing which data could provide meaningful results, and not able to analyze this huge amount of data efficiently with innovative methods. And our mission is to bring this, to bring data and allied hedge fund technologies to everybody. We do this by combining a data marketplace and automated machine learning, which saves our customers massive time and money in order to get tailor-made asset forecasts. to enhance their investment decisions. In addition to that, we will connect to automated trading platforms for a possible fully automated utilization of our signals. We will have 3 different products. One product will be a web platform where our customer can subscribe tailor-made machine learning models. A second product will be a product for enterprises. They can get tailor-made in-cloud or on-premise applications. And we also just sell our data we analyze from social media and various other data sources like on-chain transactions or so on. Our focus is in first place in forecasting financial instruments, but the technology of automated machine learning is also very useful for other fields and applications where huge amounts of dynamic time series have to be forecasted. And it will be a must-have in future because the amount of human-created data is growing exponentially, and the number of data scientists is limited. And we are happy to have a match with TECHHOUSE and Raiffeisen-Landesbank Steiermark. We think we found the perfect match for us because we will benefit of a huge international network of strategic partners and mentors. And we hope to find our product market fit. And we also, I know that we will get very much support for this. And yeah, thanks, Urška. Yeah, this was a short introduction from me and from Cortex. And yeah, I hope I will see you soon. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Michael, Urška, who is next in line?
Yeah, now we'll travel a little bit further from Austria. We have a startup from India, and this is SYNCTACTICA AI. So, Chethan, please, the stage is yours. Tell us about your solution.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Happy to be here. Guys, my name is Chethan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of SYNCTACTICA AI. Personally, I've got almost 15 years experience in IT. Been a graduate of computer science, did my master's in business administration, and since 2014, I've been a serial entrepreneur. And SYNCTACTICA AI has been my third startup. I have seen both the sides of success and failure as an entrepreneur previously. And before starting SYNCTACTICA AI, myself and my current co-founder Ashish, we worked in large IT consulting firm. Helping some of the large enterprise customers with their data problems, typically to help anybody to get into digital transformation side. And that is where we saw a great alignment by these enterprises or companies who wanted to build analytics or AI machine learning practice. So one of the biggest challenge was with the data. Capital was never a problem, investment was never a problem, but the problem was the data, right? Getting access to right data is one of the biggest challenges everybody saw. And as per the facts today, 87% of the data science projects never make into production. And the reason being data is everywhere, huge volume of data, complex infrastructure, and the skill set is one of the major issues overall, right? So hence looking at all that, we truly believed data is the next big digital revolution. And we wanted everybody to be part of it. And that is where we thought of enabling business leaders to bring in data-driven decision making across the organization by not having them think too much about the budget, teams, or the technological choices that they need to make. Hence, we are building on end-to-end data platform where anybody can come, just connect the data source, raw data, and we handle the entire data structuring part of it and give you the machine learning models and deploy the models into production as well. So we had a beta in 2020 January. Since then, we've been working across companies ranging from startups, enterprises. We work with some of the customers like Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, helping them with some of the clinical research, data initiative problem. We work with Rickett Brinkiser, we work with Grant Thornton, some of the well-known companies. We've been currently fortunate to work with them, and majorly focusing on India, North America, and Singapore market, and Europe market was something which we were waiting for quite a long amount of time, I would say. We've been I would say it was a blessing for us to kind of get in touch with TECHHOUSE Accelerator, and couldn't have found a better partner here. And through this program, we are definitely looking at for the next 4 to 6 months to understand the market, the complete European market, build a very great go-to-market strategy over there, And to build something exciting platform, you need greater capital as well. Hence, we are looking from the investment circle as well. So good networking is what we're looking at, and definitely looking to meet all the other fellow startups and entrepreneurs who are part of the program, know them better, and work cohesively, and build a greater community of startups over in Europe. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you, Chethan, so much.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and actually now we were just talking about sizes when it comes to the 100 billion that Peter was mentioning earlier. Now we were just in India, where we have more than 1 billion people. Actually, now we're jumping back across a little bit more to the, well, now geographics are getting messed up, but we're going to Israel, let's put it that way, to Jerusalem. And that's why I'm very happy to welcome Daniel Gimpel, the CEO of MADA Analytics. Dani, please give us your input and what you're doing at MADA Analytics.
Great. Well, so first of all, thank you very much. And it's a very exciting opportunity for us. Israel in general is a small country, and to really strive to make an impact, we have to look to global markets. So Austria has really been a strategic target for us. We're very pleased to be part of the TECHHOUSE program and the relationships. But as you asked or said, my name is Danny Gimpel, CEO, originally from the United States, but I've been in Israel in venture capital, high tech, and really renewable energy now for the last 20 years, specifically in renewable energy, though, for the last 6 years. Our software company is at really the intersection of fintech, of financing renewable energy, the value of clean energy, and also insurtech. And essentially what we've done in developing our company, we're a small startup with 5 people employed, another 2 contracted. We've developed a simulation software, a machine learning simulation software, which generates digital twins for renewable energy generation and integrates both energy storage, optimization, how to manage the energy, and insurance, how to de-risk the project for production. What's the amount of energy that will be de-risked? How much will come out of a wind farm or a solar farm? So that's what our software does. We deliver the financial services of pricing the insurance to make the projects more stable and de-risk for better bank financing. And we also deal with the simulation on the energy management, how best to charge and dispatch the energy for best applications, if it's in solar or if it's in wind. I just mentioned Austria being very strategic for us because just last year we were in a commercial agreement we closed with a major European engineering company out of Italy, and they cover really all of Pan-Europe, company by the name of RENA, where we're now on track for commercializing our software. Hopefully by Q4 this year, we'll be bringing it to market. And what we really are looking for, in this journey with TECHHOUSE and exploring Graz, is we're really looking to commercialize and look for opportunities with energy companies, with banks and insurance companies, that we can run commercial projects with them, commercial POCs, to enhance the advancement of renewable energy in Austria. We're also looking to explore if Austria is a good location for us to establish our presence in Europe as a foothold base. And really the third thing is we're exploring investors, the interest of where there is in Austria in terms of green technology, green energy, innovative solutions. And that's what we hope to achieve over the next few months with TECHHOUSE. And again, we're very pleased to be part of the group. Look forward to meeting all the companies and the directors. So thank you. Thank you for having us.
Awesome, Dani. Thank you so very much. Urshka, who is number 4?
You were saying about geography, and I just realized we're just jumping across some seas. So now we're going from Israel back on Baltics. We're crossing the Mediterranean, and we're going to Latvia. And the startup is ASYA. And let's hear from Ariel and Anita. What are you doing? And we're really happy to have you.
Hi there. Hi everyone. Thanks, Urshka. So yeah, my name's Ariel. This is Anita. We're from Team ASYA. So our story, we're a small AI research and design lab in Baltic states in Riga, Latvia. Our team consists of AI researchers from RTU, which is Riga Technical University, PhD students and also PhDs, and product designers like ourselves. Our specialty is emotional intelligence and social intelligence, which is like human behavior analysis. and we do that from voice or video. In the last 2.5 years, we've started by raising almost €500,000 and invested heavily in developing these models. So we've developed emotion detection technology. We can detect 16 emotions in balance and energy, voice stereotization to identify who's speaking, audio denoising to make clearer data sets and audios, tempo models, and other things. During this time, we've also won a few competitions. One notably was a Best Research Award in San Francisco for our voice stereotization models, and a Digital Design Award here in national level. Currently, we have multiple streams of products and a growing list of clients. We work and help other AI companies, technology companies with their AI teams, because a lot of people need good resources. But our main thing that we've developed in these 2.5 years is a B2C app that Anita will tell you a little bit more about.
Yes, well, we have adapted our emotion detection technology to a couples app, which is called Closer to You, and it has currently around 12,000 users all over the globe. And Closer to You is an easy conversation tool to transform everyday conversations into more fun and at the same time meaningful interactions. And how do we do it? Well, it's pretty easy. We give the access of each own artificial intelligence in smartphone. So you just open the app. There are a lot of topics that one can choose. You just choose one topic. You start a talk and you just talk. And during the talk, you can see a flower that I hope you can see. It grows just like your conversation. And after you finish it, you can see statistics and full analysis from our AI models of positive moments, emotions, and listening skills. And you can just improve your own interactions with your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend. So yeah, that's about it.
So, and the goal is that we want to take this technology and take this to banking. And this is where TechHouse comes in. Our hope is that we want to take all the technology that we've developed and apply it to a very specific case, whether in call centers, retail, customer analysis, or human resources, and find the best market fit for this technology in banking, where we can, scale this up. And this is what we hope to achieve with TechHouse, and we're really excited about working with you guys.
Thank you so much. We are really excited you're joining. And just a little inside info. Anita, I heard you already packed, huh?
Oh, well, we'll see about that.
We're looking forward to get you to Graz. So, Johannes, we are left with the last one, last but not least. Who is that?
Last but not least, exactly. We're going to Estonia. REDOX Energy. Nadja, I'm hoping that it's now possible for you to speak. Let's see if we can make the video work as well. But can you tell us a little bit about REDOX Energy and what you guys are doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be here with you. Very, very happy about the news. So our business is pulling carbon dioxide out of the air and transforming it into valuable fuels. I'm a CEO of this company, but I have a very long expertise in electrochemical processes. I'm associate professor at the University of Tartu, and I was dealing with clean energy technologies for more than 15 years. And this year we decided to bring our laboratory results to people and to show what we have achieved. And our technology is electrochemical process, which helps to pull carbon dioxide directly out the air and to transform it to formic acid. All the technologies which exist now for direct air capture, actually there is not much of them. Only few startups are operating direct air capture now, and one is Switzerland, in Canada and US. But all these technologies are are dealing with using traditional method for the carbon dioxide capture. And this method is challenged by temperature and high energy demand. But electrochemical method can overcome these challenges, and it can be very breakthrough technology. And actually now the market for carbon market, it's not so high, it's in its infancy, but it's expected that it was calculated and estimated that by 2050 we're going to have carbon market value at about 200 billion. So it's a nice way to go. And with support of TECHHOUSE and your expertise, we want to get closer to building our prototype and to grow. So I'm very happy to be here with you.
Awesome, Nadja. Thank you so much. Thank you so much on all these 5 startups that actually made it to the program. I think it also showed all of us out there, all of you out there, how diverse the applications were, what great range we had in these applications, and what amazing startups we finally had the pleasure to select. Now we're actually done with the first 5 of the topic track, but now we're moving on to the so-called POC track. In the POC track, the goal was to find companies, young tech companies, who actually can solve a need for an industry client, cooperate with them, help them take in new technologies, help them to solve struggles that they have within their organizations. And actually by doing this, not only driving their own business, but also helping the corporate partner to take the challenges on first on. So therefore, we're going to switch to our POC track partners. And the first POC partner that I would like to introduce today is Christof Industries, actually also a local hero here from Austria, obviously operating internationally. Alfred Friedacher is here with us today, and he will tell us a little bit more about the challenge and the startup that Christof Industries selected to work with for the next 4 months.
Yes, hello, Johannes, and thank you for the introduction. Hello, all over the world. Thank you that we can, as Christof Industry, part of the TECHHOUSE Acceleration Program, and it's really now because we are a family-owned company with the headquarter in Graz, so it's now really an accelerator on the doorstep of our company. In general, we as a Christof Industries, we are a worldwide working plant building company. We have roughly 4,000 employees, and we are suppliers of turnkey plants in the field of the oil and gas industry, pulp and paper industry, chemical industry, and the waste management industries. And we have when we in our group, we call it, we also fulfill the 360-degree portfolio of an industry factory. So that means our work starts with project development, industrialization. So that means bring from the lab scale facility up to the pilot scale, then to the industrial plant. Then we have own technologies in the waste to energy, biomass technology, but also waste to values technology, where we say, okay, out of waste streams we produce biofuels and so on. Then we have the engineering capacity, fabrication, workshops. We have workshops in Europe and also workshops in China. Then we have the team for the installation and direction of the facility, and then after also the industrial service of the industrial plant. And for the challenge now, from the family-owned side, our main and vision is really to in the field of the circular economy. And for the circular economy and for this vision, we have launched 2016 what we called our Christof Clean City. And with the Christof Clean City, we really want to combine top and innovative technologies to really for a circular economy that we have zero waste with 100% waste recycling and upcycling, so that we have at the end of the day in the big cities like Dubai, or we have also project in Malaysia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Brazil, that we really come to a zero waste city concept. and to a zero waste city without landfill. And there is, for example, one technology everybody knows. If you have your food waste, you put your food waste, this is the organic household waste, you throw it away. In Austria, for example, it's a good system, goes to compost and biogas, but all over the world, a lot goes to landfills and so on. And there we have, for example, a technology that we really take with the insect technology, so that we take with insect, we convert this organic waste and turn it into high quality product. And with this, we can, for example, reduce we can produce fish feed. And with this, then we can protect the sea life. And all with this technology, in our Christof Clean City, we have really the target to resolve the resources and to reduce the greenhouse gases. And everybody knows the greenhouse gases are very responsible for the worldwide climate change. And in this challenge now, we have to work out with our partner to making the challenge to make a greenhouse gas calculator for this our Christof Clean City solution. Because at the moment, everybody want to reduce want to have renewable technologies and green technology, but nobody has really the feeling about how much greenhouse gases are reduced. And with this greenhouse gas calculation, what we want to develop now in this accelerator, we really want to make an easy system that all over the world that we can say, okay, if we install some system in South America, with this we can reduce this amount of greenhouse gases. And this is really important for us and also for the decision maker to say, okay, if we really install an integrated sustainable waste management system, we can reduce this amount of greenhouse gases. And then with this amount, this is for us very important to bring to the people and really to reduce these greenhouse gases. And for us, we have now selected it's because we're now the German partner, and the German partner for us is Unitech. And with the Unitech, we have selected Lucas and his team. And with this team, and they have the product, the self-learning platform Forest, we hope that we can make really this flexible greenhouse gas calculator for our Christof Clean City concept.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. So the first partner is a Styrian-Bavarian partnership. We're very much looking forward on what will be developed over the next 4 months, and are already looking forward to the results at the end of the program. As our next POC partner, I would like to invite Kurt Herzog. Kurt Herzog is working with Primetals Technologies Austria, and he will share with us what their challenge is and who they selected as a partner.
Good afternoon. I hope you can hear me.
Perfect. Yeah.
So thank you very much for the introduction. My name is Kurt Herzog. I'm working for Primetals Technologies. We are one of the world-leading suppliers of equipment and plants for the metals industries, mainly the steel industries. So we build the plants, the rolling mills, the blast furnaces for our customers. But we are not only providing the equipment, we are also supplying the automation solutions in that area, from basic control systems up to production management, quality management systems. And what we experience more and more over the recent years is that the steel industry is having one big issue, which is a lack of experienced personnel. And so there is a strong need in this market for additional solutions that support the automation landscape, that allow digitalization of know-how. Know-how can be checklists, can be standard operating procedures, can be rules, whatever it is, what's typically written in the black books, or maybe somewhere in an Excel sheet or Word document. And so we have been looking for a partner that supports us to
Yeah, Kurt, now we can't hear you anymore. Let's try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, my wireless device stops working after a non-defined period of time. Sorry for that. Where did I stop? What was the last thing you could hear?
I'm guessing
documents.
There we go.
Pardon?
Word documents.
Yeah, so there is different traditional ways of how know-how is conserved or saved, and we are looking for a partner that helps us to implement this know-how in a digital way and make this available to the automation landscape. And we are very, very happy that we found a partner that can provide that. We will work together with Uptime Engineering, a steering company, who has a system that basically provides this very, call it simple way of digitizing know-how without any programming knowledge, without any programming experience, with a strong focus on equipment reliability and condition monitoring, which is an area we are also very active in. And so we are quite positive that we will come to an excellent result in this POC, and that we found the right partner with the help of TECHHOUSE. So we are really looking forward to see the results of our joint POC.
The same here. Thank you so much, Kurt. Now we're moving on to our next partner, the Austrian Hail Insurance. Klaus Binder is their representative, and we're very much looking forward to hearing more from you, Klaus.
Hello, guys. And do you hear me?
Perfect, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Johannes. Thank you, Johannes, for the introduction. And my name is Klaus Binder. I've been working for the Österreichische Hagelversicherung since 2008. The Österreichische Hagelversicherung is a highly specialized mutual insurance company for weather-based claims in the agricultural sector. We insure all crops like grassland, wine, fruit, and horticulture against hail, frost, drought, storm, and many other risks. I'm responsible for the technical part of our claims management for more than 400 loss adjusters in 6 countries in the European Union, mainly in the Eastern Europe. Why are we participate in this program? Today, it is possible to get a raw estimation of the wheat yield in one area by means of satellite data a few days before the start of harvest. However, this estimation for one field is not practice enough. It is too in practice to calculate the loss of 1 square meter or the loss of 1 hectare. So how can we increase the carrier for the prediction? This requires a lot of training data. Thousands of measurement data which are detected in the grain fields shortly before harvest. In order to solve this challenge, Österreichische Hagelversicherung is looking for a solution that is able to calculate as many harvest quantities as possible in the fields within 2 weeks before the harvesting. The results must be also georeferenced. So we find the company Kraftwerks. Kraftwerks showed us a concept that won us over. It combines hardware and software solutions in an excellent way. So we are also impressed by the way from the team Kraftwerks, and we are looking forward to this very challenging task. We are happy to find such a good partner, and I'm happy to find Kraftwerks.
Awesome, Klaus. Thank you so much. we spend a lot of hours in front of video calls, talking to potential partners from all around the world for this challenge as well. And now eventually an Austrian company made it to the final round and is cooperating with Österreichische Hagelversicherung, which is pretty cool. But now actually we're moving on from the field to the forest, and therefore I would like to invite Thomas Bierbacher to share a little bit of insight about the challenge that HASSLACHER Norica Timber has given us and who they will be cooperating with.
Hi to everybody. I'd like to introduce HASSLACHER Norica Timber. HASSLACHER Norica Timber was founded in 1901, so it's a pretty old company, and we employ 1,800 people in 8 locations in Austria, Germany, Slovenia, and Russia. And as Johannes introduced me, I'm Thomas Bierbacher, and I'm the division manager for a business unit which is located south of Graz. It's called Breding, and this facility employs 260 employees. The products we produce there are pretty simple for somebody: sawn timber, plain timber, solid, structured timber, pallets, and also pallets and packing solutions. The challenge was or is to find or to create a supporting tool for our scheduling of the sawn timber orders. In the sawmill, we produce sawn timber in the form of planks or posts from round timber. The fulfillment of demand is largely based on inexorable demand, with a smaller part depending on capacity utilization and availability. And the other part is relying on a speculative demand. The deterministic part is made up of the internal plant, the internal HASSLACHER group demand, and also external requirements. And these requirements include, for example, the dimension, thickness, width, length, or the requirement of quantity, the commercial qualities, and also at the end of the day, the delivery date. No surprise. Since roundwood is an inhomogeneous material, other things besides the growth area, the felling date, so have an enormous influence on the quality of the raw material of our wood products. And the decision and planning of the demands is currently done by employees, with geometric planning according the diameter of the logs through a planning tool linked to our business software. And all other influencing factors of the production line are controlled by human insight, accumulated empirical values, and or expert knowledge. And with our selected partner, it's the company TACOpt, located nearby Linz. We are sure that this company can offer us a supporting digital solution that combines the above mentioned requirements for the final product of our sawmills with the conditions of the raw material, several influencing factors of the production chain for an optimal utilization and planning. So yeah, we hope that it comes through that we get help from the digital side in our old-fashioned industry.
Awesome stuff. Thomas, thank you so much for telling us a little bit more. It's getting super nichey. It's getting very interesting. And also we at TECHHOUSE were allowed to learn a little bit more about every industry while talking to you. So thank you so much for presenting the challenge, and we're looking forward to seeing the results within the next 4 months.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. And now we're actually moving from Breding to a part of Graz, which actually is also the name of the next company that I'm happy to introduce. Our next POC partner is Andritz, and I'm very much looking forward to welcoming Solveig Fitz, who's leading the global procurement for this billion-dollar company and will tell us a little bit more about their challenge and who they will be working with over the next few months.
So hello to everybody. I hope everybody can hear me. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your time zone. So my name is Solveig Fitz, and I'm happy to introduce our challenge for the next weeks. So for everybody who is not well aware what Andritz is doing, Andritz is a global company with 6.7 billion euro revenue, and we are globally set up, so with approximately 20,000 people globally running around. And I'm heading the supply chain management in the global function. We have 20,000 different suppliers a year with a spend of approximately 3 billion a year. And this is also our challenge, because the business is only successful if we have the right partnership with our suppliers and if we have the right data analysis. And this is a perfect challenge for the companies we choose. And this is the idea. The idea is really to have an interactive platform showing us a really day-to-day updated and refreshed chart where all our internal data is analyzed, and also at the same time giving kind of alerts from the suppliers, different equipments, innovations, whatever is coming up, and do it in a challenge and showing it to our supply chain people. Why is it necessary? Because we are dealing with negotiations every day. Of course, in supply chain management, this is our business every day, but only by having also the right information about our partners and all our data at the same time, we know, of course, about ourselves, what are we sourcing, what are the alternatives, but also about what is going on in the world. Of course, in the last year, we all know that Corona was troubling us, but also in the future, a lot of things will trouble us. So we will get alerts and information about the suppliers. We will get new alliances of our suppliers, and we have a possibility to talk with them and to find the right way how to negotiate on the equipments we are installing. Because as maybe some of you know, we have a very big project business for pulp and paper, but also for hydro and also for the metals industry. And for that, it's very much important to know where are going with our suppliers and where are the suppliers going to. So the challenge which we want to do with two companies, at the one hand, it's Left Shift One and also Sigmoid, supported also by Pre-Wave. We really want to have a refreshed, up-to-date chat with all our suppliers at the same time, showing a kind of handout every time we want to go to a negotiation and interacting with all the data available globally. And this will support to bring supply chain management to a definitely matured level of negotiation and cooperation with our suppliers. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. And once again, it shows that we are cooperating here globally. Sigmoid is an Indian company. Left Shift One is a company from Styria, from Graz. So we have the two extremes, one in front of your doorstep, the other one a few thousand miles away. But we're very much looking forward to the results over the next few months. And thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Happy to be here, and thank you also to the evaluation, and I'm looking forward to work with both of the companies. As you said, it's also an intercultural topic, and we are really looking forward to the solutions they bring.
Awesome. And now we're actually moving on to our last POC partner, not the last one, but the sixth one, which is once again a company here from Graz, actually powering the innovation efforts of one of the leading utility companies, or the leading utility company here in Styria. And that's why I'm very happy to welcome Matthias Schaffer here, who will tell us a little bit more about the challenge that Next Incubator has put in the accelerator program.
Thanks, Johannes, and hello to everybody. Next Incubator is an innovation hub for sustainability, and as Johannes mentioned, part of the Energie Steiermark, one of the largest energy provider here in Austria. My name is Matthias Schaffer, and I'm the mentor of our challenge, the future of energy with artificial intelligence. Imagine In the future, each of our customers will have their own photovoltaic system to produce their own energy. The connection of tens of thousands of PV systems has a direct impact on the business of our grid operator. On the one hand, we have to provide a stable grid without blackouts. On the other hand, we have to digitize along the entire customer journey. Therefore, we are looking for digital solutions with artificial intelligence to automate all of the service requests. 4 weeks ago, we had the final pitches of the applicants, and we decided to go with 2 startups. The first one is AMIO from the Czech Republic, and the second one is Left Shift One from Graz, Austria. Finally, many thanks to TECHHOUSE for their support so far, and we are looking forward to the further cooperation with AMIO and Left Shift One.
Awesome, Matthias, thank you so very much. And now we're actually we're through with all the POC partners. We've met the POC partners. We have met the startups from the topic track, and don't bother if you haven't written down everything. We will of course share the video later, or whatever video is visible. But we will obviously also dive deeper into these companies over the next few months. We will keep you updated on the progress, on how the projects are going, how things are developing. And of course, we will also have a final event, but Urška will tell us a little bit more about that as well in a second. But as you saw, all of these partners, all of these companies that we are allowed to work with over the next few months, we couldn't work with them without a great team in the background. And that's why I would also like to give a big thank you to the entire TECHHOUSE team, to the teams of our POC partners of LB Steiermark, who spent a lot of hours, a lot of time with us over the last few months in selecting, evaluating, but also just spreading the word all around the globe and having these amazing results and these amazing participants now for our accelerator program. Especially here in Graz, guys, if you want to reach out to someone who's here on the ground, Christoph Schreiner and Christina Henrich, our people here in Styria. Urška is also about to be here in Graz and is going to move here from Ljubljana as soon as you're allowed to. And therefore she will be here as well. But if you have any questions after our little intro, our little kickoff, please do not hesitate to reach out and give us feedback, tell us how you could contribute to the next programs, and that is something very important. But now we're always talking about like these global scales, these global ecosystems. What was very important for us as well is that we don't just become a bridge for international startups, but that we also support the current ecosystem, that we help the companies which are already bringing a lot of stuff to the table here, which are trying to grow, which are fostering the local ecosystem. And therefore, we've also nominated 4 local hero companies that we will be aiding over the next few months.
Exactly. The thing is that, you know, nothing would be possible if you don't thrive in your own microenvironment and take it further on. And when you're building ecosystems, this is very much important. So we have a special category that Johannes said that we created along the way. And we have 4 local superhero startups, starting with Phelos, that is changing the world one donation at a time. The second one is Milky Waste, that offers circular, yeah, I am using a cheat sheet because otherwise this would be for me a little bit difficult. So that offers circular packaging solutions to packaging companies by licensing their, and now listen to this, edible bioplastic. And by the way, the founder is Slovenian, so we are crossing the borders a little bit, but he's situated in Graz. Then we have StreamStack, that makes sure you can build your own broadcast and viewer experience. That is really easy to set up and completely customizable. The last but not least is FlexBill. With them, you have all the important receipts in one place so that you don't spend any more time searching. And as they say it, at the end of the day, it's your choice. So these are our 4 local superheroes that we're happy to welcome in Graz, and they are already, Johannes, I think, moving in. Huh?
They are already moving in, just a few meters away. The guys from Fellows are already expanding, so our other local hero companies should come here pretty quickly, otherwise the space will be taken up sooner or later. But guys, thank you so very much to everyone who participated today, who also bared with the technical difficulties that one has these days. But thank you so much for the support once more. We're very much looking forward to becoming part of this great local Styrian ecosystem, but also to bringing the Styrian ecosystem to other places, to welcoming new members in our ecosystem, and to drive innovation with all of you. Urška, maybe you want to say something about the timeline and
yes.
When we will definitely see each other again, and hopefully this time in person.
Definitely. There is one important date you need to mark up in your calendar, and it's 29th of July. This is when our first batch will be presented on the demo day. And as Johannes said, we do hope to see you all in person. Hopefully we'll be able to travel at that point, but it will be on 29th of July. Of course, you'll be getting invitations and pinks, but do follow us on social media. We will, because I saw that there's a lot of questions about who these startups are. Can we get the links? We'll be presenting them day by day, each day one on our social media. So please do follow. We'll put them on the webpage. So everything will be very transparent, bluntly communicated. And of course, as Johannes said, do join us. And if you have any kind of questions, text, write, we like likes, I guess.
Yes, we do. Guys, once again, thank you so very much. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. Ping us if you have any questions. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.